Our first spiritual encounter when we first came to India was with Sathya Sai Baba, whose ashram is in the south, outside of Bangalore. The main one is in Puttaparthi, and the secondary one is in Whitefield. He has millions of devotees, and we landed there because my wife had given me a book called Sai Baba, The Man of Miracles. And I thought it was extremely interesting, all these miracles supposedly were happening there. And so we decided to go to see Sai Baba, who at that time was in Whitefield. We did not realize beforehand the magnitude of his reach, and the devotees were all in. It was fascinating. On the way, an Indian man who resided in Detroit, Michigan, told us, "Oh, you should write a letter to Baba, and in the darshan hall, if he takes your letter, everything you asked for will be granted." So after he told me that, I just got out my pad, and I happened to have an envelope, and I wrote to him, "Please, can I have this, can I have that?" Once in the darshan hall, everybody was coughing or sneezing, or everybody was restless. All of a sudden he appeared, and silence, total silence. He was a little guy. I believe he was 75 at that time. It was in November 2000. And he just walked slowly through the crowd, and he took some letters. He took 1 out of 10, if that. And really only the first couple of rows had access to him. He wasn't gonna come into the crowd, and nobody was allowed to really move. Us, we were newcomers, so we were lucky to be in the first row. He took my letter, and I felt like an electric current between us, like a shock, but a pleasant shock, and it went all right through me like zzz. And he just took it, and he had a little smile on his face, but nevertheless, everything that I did ask for eventually came to pass. The Michigan man was absolutely right. One of the things was that I'd be allowed to film him. And I was allowed, at a subsequent visit, to work on his birthday video. The birthday lasted a week. I became friends with his video department because, I was in show business and they had questions, or this camera or that camera. I stayed in contact with those people for many years. And I went there several times, and I saw him materialize things, and I saw him make people better in front of us in the darshan hall. I did never get a private interview with him, but I ended up feeling that if he didn't give me an interview, it's because I didn't need it. So that was my side of that privilege. I had no choice, of course. But Baba was a great being of light, and to this day he remains in my heart. Sai Ram.